let's go see here what we have in the middle of the linked list. I was trying to figure out how to work with these next nodes and come up with an idea to go with the while loop. So on the while loop, we'll be able to discover the next value while console log here. Okay, so what we also can do right now, so we're checking if it's not null, it will be breaked. I really don't like this list node. It's very hard to understand me the idea of that, and the problem that we cannot take the lengths, because I didn't want to go here with loop, because we can have, for example, 10,000 values, and we should go for each of them to understand. You cannot even understand how many memory it can take, or you can, I hope so. So like you can understand how many memory it will take, information, like, oh my gosh, it's always better just if you have the length of that, like to divide it, and then to discover what is the last value inside of the first split of the array, and the last one and the first array, first value from the second array, and discover which nodes you should return. But here we cannot have that. Like, you'll be writing lengths, you'll be writing something else. It doesn't work here for every reason. We can have a small cheat. Like, we can go for the loop, take them all into the list or array, and then to return what I'm saying to do, like to split that and etc. I don't think an idea of this task is this one, just to convert list node to list. We can make something better here. So the first advantage that we have, that's we have instantly the node list. For example, here, like 3, 5, like here 3, 5. Like, you will understand that the middle is 3. It will be instantly working good for us. Yeah, so the problem, we cannot understand when do we have this middle list, like if we're on the middle, because the numbers of the nodes can be here in range from 1 to 100, so that will be totally different. We cannot take the length of the next. It really looks like we should go for all of them to discover the all list of nodes that we have, and then split it. I really have nearly no ideas, but we should return the list node. So we should return such thing, like convert it into the list. Won't work, sadly. Accepted 3 million people. Accepted rate 81%. Okay. Let's think a little bit. What we can do here? We can divide, like, we can. Let's see how we have here. Find length is odd or even. Then we can find middle and traverse of this and find the answer. The length is good idea, but the problem here that we cannot discover these lengths. Like, it was my first idea, but the problem is that you will go with head next, for example, length. It will be just undefined. That's why I wanted to use that, but No, maybe I didn't got the full idea. That's also can be true. Um, Notion. Uh, you mean about going live? Yeah, because this. Oh, this is so incredible. Like frustrated I am. Okay, I think that situation was in the past. Just we'll take the lesson from that. Also, that's interesting thing. Like when you're going live and just trying to discover all the new things. For example, like broadcasting here. You're not always. I wasn't understand why some people have been thinking, oh, I'm so sad. My stream didn't go live. It was like, oh my gosh, it's just clicking one button. And right now I can understand that I'm using OBS and we have start, go live, maybe any other things. Oh my gosh, that's why it's it. Okay, um, let's go here. So we have, so length is undefined. Uh, and also this list node is also the thing that just blown out my mind. And no one, like I have been seen in any company that I have been working, any things like in this list node. Like that's a pretty good generator, or how does it call better? But they're using like a little bit easier. Like okay, it's the task with the hard thing that really should be for us to think a little bit more to figure out the easy task. Okay, once more time. Let's figure out. Saying the list has two nodes. It's quite understandable. Like really odd even lengths of the problem that we can add take length. Okay, let's go always with the most like the variant that we can really see, but it's really fully that we don't like that. We'll have unlimited ability to create loops and to create if statements. So let's combine some ideas. Firstly, Greek, let's take your idea with going to converting that to the list. Then we'll take divided, discover odd, even, the lengths, and then we'll take the rest of the values. The problem here will be understand, but I think I know how to understand when we should go next. Okay, in any case, let's discover. I think the easiest way that we can go, we can just create const. Let it be result that is equals to head. No. We can create. We can create in the next way. Let's have something like that. Let's go const array. Next cell starts from 2, so we'll add r push head value. It always will be the first number. I don't want it to add just one. It is seen that it will be always singly linked list, so it's probably will be always one, but I don't want to work on this with this case. Let's go in this specific way. Let's put v here. Let's have console log array. Let's discover what we'll have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, based on that, we can easier understand how we can work on that. So first we can go with lengths. We'll have the length 5. So that means that we can divide it, for example, by 2 and take, for example, the last number. Like, okay, we can go in the next way. R length, if it's odd, how to say that? So if it's odd, if it's so, I think let's create just in this way. Let be number equals to, let it 0, and if it's so what we'll have, if it's 4, so if it's this way, we should divide lengths by 2. Yeah, so one sec, we should divide lengths by 2. Let's just divide lengths by 2, and that's all. And here too. I had an idea, but I should test that to say next idea. So we have 2.5. Okay, so we can round that number to less or more. So for example, when we have even, we can take something that will be more. For example, we can or add 1, for example, to our lengths, or we can just round it to the more. I think it's better to add 1, because yeah, I don't think that we'll have here a big difference, but let's probably just add 1, but let's discover when it should be better done. I think here, so let's see what here, I mean length. Oh yeah, that's also the thing, but I think not when we divide it by 2, but probably before dividing that, because as you can see, we will add it here, it will be just 3.5. But I think maybe it's better to go with mass random. Oh, well, which were random, I mean round. Let's think a little bit. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. It will take, divided by 2, we'll have the 3, so it will be from the fourth one. So maybe let's try to mess around. Also, we have mass round and mass seal or something like that. I don't remember the difference. Mass seal? GS? Is it seal? I think it's to the less. No, it's to the more. It's always to the more. And mass random depends. And mass random depends. Okay, we have floor, mass floor. Yeah, floor. So ceiling, like the top, and floor as the bottom. Okay, it makes sense. Let's just try in this way. So we have array, split. Oh my gosh, and based on I don't like the look how we have done it here, because it's hard to understand. Yeah, I think here it will be a little bit easier for us. Okay, like number array divided by 2. So if it's this one can be easily divided. So it will be, in our case, what? 1 sec. 6. It will be 3. Okay, quite understandable, and I think it's ready to go instantly. Here, if we will divide it by 2, we'll have 2.5. 0, 1, 2. Maybe let's go to the floor, so we should not minus that or making something with that. And let's discover how the split function works. Split, yes. Who even thinks about that? No, I mean in the array mode. Array, split, or slice, or what do we have there? Split, the word. Slice. Starting, yeah, okay. So slice, we can use slice from the number that we got to the end, -1, so it will be always it works, yeah, exactly. uh, so what we'll have here, 3 4 3 4 for what? 3 4 what? Okay, so we just removed the last one, extracts the last one. No, I wanted to go instantly to the last one. One sec, without maybe without this one, yeah, I can take the length of that. Okay, I can, but I think that we have easier way. Yeah, just without the end number. So this thing, incredible, incredible. What is the problem here? The problem here that it's just a list. Last index wants to be included. Yeah, but currently so in this way it will work good. So what we can make here, so we can discover, as I thought, I don't like this idea, but I don't see any other good ways of solving that. We should go one more time on the list. Discover when do we have the number before the first integer, and then return this next node. Why in this way? Look, we have singly linked list, so it won't be like 1 3 6 5 and etc. Yeah, but also I think it will be easier for us, and it will be better thing based not on the previous number before 3, but be based, like we can go with before, but I think it's better to base on the index. Right, the index. We're using the index here, for example, the 3 or 2 or 5. That's the index that we're working on to understand where we should split this list. Really, why we cannot go with simple array? Okay, like I think they're working with list node because it's just more interesting to go on with. Okay, I hope that we'll be able to create some more optimization here, because I don't like that a lot. Oh, you're funny, guys. Yeah, but if we need middle, we must need to find the length. Is any other way? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's finally go with this way. Let's duplicate it because we are not optimizing that currently. Let's go with 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay. Finally, we don't need to have here push. Okay, so these things go from the very beginning to the very end of our list node. We should discover the index of the list node, so we'll be able to know which is currently. Let's just try. Let index that is equals to 0. We add here index plus plus. So when we're adding index, it's like the first iteration, second iteration. Also here it will be always the first one, because we should discover if index equals to number. Okay, let's just try. Nothing to be sure on what totally. Let's just try and see what we'll have, or we'll have the thing that we are looking for or not. We'll see how it will be. Okay, let's delete all of this console logs. Oh my gosh. Dictionary, finally dictionary was opened. Okay, let's add all of these things. Let's just discover what will be returned. 3 5 3 and 5. So it discovered when we had an index and returned that. For example, we had an index 2 here, we got it here, and it was returned. If we'll have it here, for example, array of 6, so we have 6 here. Okay, it will be divided by 2. It will be 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. It will return the same for us. Let's just return and discover what will be here. Honestly, I'm not fully understand how does this thing should work, but in any case, it works. It's firstly that is strange for me, but let's discover what we'll have. And it works for any reason how. Okay, yeah, it's more understandable how, but okay, so what we have done? We have discovered all, like we have just take all of the list inside of the like all of the values of the list node inside of the list, and then we just discovered if it's odd or that's even. Thanks Greek for your idea. And then if it's, for example, odd, we're just floor that. Yeah. Okay, cool. The problem here, we'll have the double list. Like, firstly, we have while. We have two whiles. Okay, if one, we have two whiles. We have the doubles of, like, we have array list that is just the doubles of the head. I don't really like that. Like, as I told, like from the very beginning, sadly that it wasn't recorded, but I told that the problem in this task will be always to go for the loop, because it will have 100 elements. Can you understand how big it will be? We'll go loop here. Okay, here we'll be just dividing that's okay. Here we'll have the second loop. Okay, we'll pause that in the very beginning. But the problem that we'll be just going for the same indexes that we know. I don't know how currently to solve that, because we have this list node, the type that is just unknown for me to understand why LeetCode put it here. Yes, for challenges, etc. But it's so complicated here. Yes, so can we somehow make it smaller? What we can have? Little bit strange idea. Like, we can store each previous. I have an idea. That's quite strange one. We can make a solution on that. So an idea to have the dictionary for list node for each of the results. For example, you will have the key 3. So we'll just take this key. So we'll just remember all of the keys inside our memory, and we won't go the second time inside of the loop. We don't need loop. Let's count 1 in loop. We don't need array. Let's count in loop. Interesting idea. One sec. Can you write a little bit more idea about what you're thinking on this? Because I also think not to go with array, but to go with little bit different way of that. Like to work with dictionary. And we won't go here on the loop. We'll just let's just quick, if you can write your idea here, maybe in the code, I'll appreciate that. Meanwhile, I'll try to create what I think to have. So, and we'll able to compare the ideas. Oh my gosh, how does it work? Const dictionary const dict equals to this, and how we can work with keys? One sec. Just dictionary. I wanted to add. We just should add. Yeah, we can work in this way. Yeah, so we can do the next thing. For example, index here. Yeah, so here your index will work for us. Let index 0, because we just have index here, so we should create another name for that, index plus plus, and let it be dict key1. I remember that in the map we can use the numeric keys. I don't remember if we can use them here. I think they, yeah, so in map we can use them. Yes, they can be numbers. And okay, let's in this case try to use map, because they can instantly have numbers, and that can help us set. So we should set, for example, our index 0, and here we'll have next value next. Just one experiment, so we'll not have it here. We should not calculate the value, should not, no, this one we should have. So after that, console log dict cannot do properties of null if next value. Yeah, so probably we should just before here yes, array is not is undefined. Let's just remove all of these ideas. Just small experiment: 0, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, we should start from 1. Maybe we can remove this one. Yeah, so index starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, next value next. No, just next value. Yeah, I wanted to have something like that, and on that we just can take the keys, discover the middle of that, and take the rest of that. Like, it's one of ideas how to work on that, but the problem, I don't remember how to take the list of them inside of the map. So map js size. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of the values here. Delayed, get get delayed, stringify integer size. The number of items is retrieved from size. One sec, size. Really? Map size based on the console log dict size, we're able to discover how many elements are there. Yes, I hope so. 5. 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 5. Then we can use the same method for letting that, for discovering the middle of that. For example, let num, but he will be using size dictionary size dictionary, and based on that we'll be able to, for example, retrieve the middle number inside of that thing. How to do that? One sec. Get set get number and 3, 4, 5, and we can avoid one more list in this way. Yeah, so in this way what we're avoiding one more while, because like I'm always trying to think it will have a lot of elements. For example, 100, we'll go till 100, and it will go, for example, for the second loop we should go at least to 48 or 50, so it will take a little bit more energy and not memory, but like energy. Let it be energy. I think you understood what I was talking about. Yeah, and that's the thing. So we should understand what it's better for us to the problem that we're taking a lot of the loops, or the memory and the storage extra space that we're using, because we're having all of them. One sec. We can have I have one more idea based on that. So we cannot go for all of the loop. An idea here is, can you see, like we're going like on stairs, it's going down. Maybe on some case we should not go down anymore, because there is no need of that. We have 3, like when we should discover how many elements we have on the very beginning. One sec. Oh no, I was I was thinking that we can just convert it to the list, but we cannot. Okay, that was quite funny. Yeah, because it's for us as a one node. Okay, so that depends. We have like that variant, this variant, I think, and everyone can take one that works best for them. Oh, I really don't have any any big ideas here. Like, I was thinking like maybe we can go for at some point and to stop on that. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like I was thinking that we're going on the stairs. Maybe at some point we can stop. But this thing for us, it's like a big unknown. We don't know how many. It's a maybe a little bit silly idea, but what's for us like console log, can we convert this next to anything else? For example, to string. I have one idea. We can convert that to the string. We cannot convert it to array, but maybe we can convert it to string. I discover links. Yeah, because of course 15, because it's like the map function, something like that. Because if we'll convert it to array, we'll have the same problem. Like we won't be able to do that because it's just a method. Or was that? One sec. String. I was hoping that we can convert that and then seems too good and work in all cases. Yeah. Yeah. Object. Okay. In any case, everyone who wants to discover the best solution, you can discover them in the comments here. I hope that, and I'm sure that people here have much better ideas of solving that, and yeah, and etc. And of course, if it will be sorted, it will be much easier. Single, double, next, very easy problem, extremely amazing. Yeah, so if you will have any better ideas, please write down in the comments. I'll be extremely happy to see and hear about that. So let's close this one. Let's delete comments. I'll keep some comments here because we have two ideas of them. I'll take one with dictionary. Why? Because there is no problem. Just let's go for another thing. Okay, let's submit that. What do we have next? We have 15 minutes left for me. What? Okay, we have a problem with one undefined. One sec. Why we have undefined here with one? Let's have one case. One sec. It will be failed with one. Let's quickly discover why and let's go further. Head undefined one, map floor, size. The problem is here. Console log dict and number. Yeah, el remove e here. Slow fast pointer, right? Didn't got it. One sec. Map none size. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's now. Oh. So we're dividing that by 2. Okay. We can create just another condition here. I just started coding from animation. I quit the field and joined the is it a bad move? Sorry, just started coding from animated industry. I quit that field and joined BCA. Don't know. But backlog of computer application. And join is a bad move. I'm not worried about such ideas. I don't know how was that animation industry. I think if you really like doing a lot of like things with computing, it will be always a good idea. If not, and you're trying to discover the field that is where you can discover a lot of the money, is another question. It could be hard. It's because currently it's a hard market, but currently it's not so popular as it was, I think, 2 years ago, especially when COVID was here. So the most important thing for you, I think, to try to discover if you really like that. If not, if you really like that, so I think everything will be good here. Yeah, so I wanted just to go to the another task currently. Let's figure out. So we have 0, a number 0, so we should have 1 here. I think for me it will be just easier currently to have one more condition that is not the good case, but I don't mind. Size equals to 1. So we'll just return 1. In any other case, we have mass floor. Really, it's totally not a problem for me. I'll do it this way. Yeah, we'll have 1. So we're returning 1. But the problem is that we have null. Why we have null? The next value. Oh, 1 sec. It won't work here as I wanted to. Okay, probably let's take our previous solution. Because we should return a hat next. Okay, so in general, I don't think that this one will work here. Array push, indexing that we're just commenting out. Interesting if this one will work. Yeah, only one value, don't edit even in the nice, so it's now in the edge case. Let's put another condition. Oh my gosh. Undefined. Sec. I have here cancel lock num. Yeah, it was pretty logically that this situation could happen. Output 0. Okay, good. Head next, and we're running the second time head next. I hope, can we run it here? Or maybe here? One sec, cancel lock, and next value. Yeah, null, but I know, we'll go much easier condition, extremely easier. Yeah, we'll just go if hat is in general like 1 and that's all. Like how to make that? One sec. I know how to make it here. If next value is null, return head. That's all we should have, honestly speaking. Yeah, but the problem here that it's not very optimized. So in general, for break that from the first, like from the very beginning, we can make it just here. Like if next value, if null, we can just go with hat, right? Right, and in general, so we can just uncomment these things, uncomment these things, commit this one, and go ahead, right? It's not very extremely optimized, but yeah, that's better when we're going, when we're checking here. I don't think that it's very bad way of doing that. It's okay for me. Yeah, so middle linked and ran